Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Breakthrough Podcast. I agree, there's been a huge delay in terms of our frequency of the episodes, but you have to live with it, man. Because I had a huge wedding break. COVID keeps coming and going, and plus I'm too busy. The gigs happen, but anyways, I'm trying to make sure that I'm going to get these episodes. I can't promise you weekly, but jab bhi hoga, I'll try and get squeeze in a couple of episodes for you guys. Today, I'm very excited because we're going to have one of our first topical episodes. We're going to be covering a topic which everyone's been talking about in the music industry. Everyone's kind of wondering what the fuck is this shit, and I thought it'll only make sense if I can get someone who's got a bit some more expertise in this particular scene. I have with me my very good friend Sahil Sharma. Sahil, welcome to the podcast, bro.
Bro, what's up? Thank you for having me, man.
We've been trying to do this for like a year now, a full
I know,
circle,
right?
and we're finally here. So the reason I wanted Sahil on this episode on this particular topic is because Sahil and me have collaborated on one particular NFT, which I was not know how this I was not sure how this works, but he somehow we collaborated and it worked out really well. So Sahil, just going to go straight into this. Don't know a lot about what happens there. What the fuck is an NFT, bro?
Bro, so NFT basically is a non-fungible token. All
Okay,
right. Basically, it's a digital token that you own, right?
okay,
Be it art, be it music, be it a toilet paper, bro. You get
okay.
it? Anything, it is tokenized. It's a digital token that you own, which has a footprint on the blockchain. So no one can replicate it. You own it, it is stored on the blockchain.
Okay.
All right. Basically, that's an NFT. It's like you buying an art, but digitally, which can have utility, which
Hmm.
can basically, you can use it to exchange to get money. You can, it's like a stock.
Okay.
So basically, as an artist, for me, it's like me. Like Picasso sold like 5,000 paintings, right?
Yeah.
Out of like 500,000 he made, for example. He got famous later. So it's like a stock that you're betting on right now on me as. So
Hmm.
if I make 100 paintings and I get famous later, you owning a part of my journey, you can resell it later if I hit up, If I make it, that stock becomes big. So as an
Okay.
artist, that's how NFTs work. But now as an investment point, people are buying NFTs, selling NFTs. It could be music, art, jackets, bro. People put it online. They have a QR code. It's beyond everything. It's in video games, you know. So basically, if I put it in a very short way, it's a simple digital token that you own. All right, as simple to keep it.
But what's the hype? I mean, there's a lot of hype in terms of people going crazy, spending $1 million. I mean, I don't know. I just checked this up on Twitter. I keep on, I keep on following you on Twitter. There's a lot of people giving away free NFTs, and people are, it's like I in fact before yesterday, I got a free NFT on my Twitter, and I didn't know,
Uh-huh.
I don't know where the hell do I find it. I was asking that guy, dude, okay, chal, tune diya mere ko, where is it? I can't find it. It's not there. So for someone who has no idea, I mean, I might be wrong, but I think not more than 4% of the Indian population. Four also I'm saying is too much. I think about more than 2%, not more than 2% of the people are in cryptocurrency. I personally, I invest in cryptocurrency for the last 1 year. I've been doing that. But most of the guys, especially my audience, I'm not
Mm,
sure if they are serious investors in terms of cryptocurrency and in terms of this. But the reason I wanted to understand this is because somewhere down the line I know that this might not make real sense to me logically. I don't know how this works. I don't know how blockchain technology works. I don't know what blockchain
of
technology
course.
is. But there are a lot of people earning money. Between you and I, we've got a couple of
Yes.
dollars that we've earned through this, and I
Of
absolutely
course.
have I have no idea how how
I'm
this
supposed to
is
send
making.
you that money as well, bro.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. For all the guys listening, so Sahil and me collaborated on this one particular NFT, and I just made 15 seconds worth of music, for him, and he comes back and says, okay, this one sold for what 1.5 Ethereums and stuff, which is about 4 lakhs at that
Yes.
time. I'm like, dude, how
Yep.
the fuck is this even possible? And I was like, I don't know how you're doing it. What are you doing? Let's do this again and again. No, but the reason I wanted to ask, on behalf of all from the people from the community, from the music community, that there is a source of income that comes in. It does not really make sense to us logically. It does not need to make sense to us. But there is a way that certain amount of people are earning a lot of money. So I just
Yes.
wanted to get this specifically for the Indian artists, for the Indian DJs. A couple of the, the big names are already a part of this. They're selling their NFTs. For someone who's local, as local as us, so someone who's in the game, who's probably talented, but most of these producers are really shy, they're not great at marketing and stuff. How do they get a piece of this? Even if it's a certain dollars, how do they get involved? How do I, create an NFT, for example? How does someone like me just create an NFT myself?
Let me start off with a very simple thing, like, so this is the first time, bro, in history that artists are getting paid for what they're worth,
Hmm.
because just to learn, just to do art, music, be it art, it's a very expensive ball game, bro, to
Of
learn
course.
these things, right? And you get paid in dimes, you don't
Yeah.
get paid at all, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first time where you put up something and you get paid according to what you want.
Hmm.
You are the person making the rules for what money you want from your piece,
Yeah.
right? So in India, bro, a lot of people are on WazirX, right? WazirX is a NFT platform, and a lot of musicians, artists, they are on WazirX.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: smaller artists are making way more money selling NFTs than those big artists. That's the trip.
Yeah.
You get it? So, for any musician who's starting up, bro, I would suggest them to collaborate with the upcoming artist, with anyone they believe in, you know, because an artist also believes in people. Like, I believe in your music, right?
Yeah.
So, like how you and me collaborated. I knew the art side, you know the music side. We made a piece. It was beautiful,
Yeah.
right? So for a musician who wants to come up and make NFTs, bro, it's very simple. They can put out a EP, they can put out small samples of 30 seconds with an artist collaborative, where it's just a background art, just a 20-second loop and their beats. They can make a series, bro, of 20 of those, and sell it.
Hmm.
So it's as simple. I think it's best that everyone does their own research a little,
Of course.
like
Yeah. I
what
mean, that's,
platforms to use.
of course.
So there are few platforms right now which are like trending, bro. Like the biggest is Foundation. It's like the Facebook in the MySpace era.
Okay. Okay.
So Foundation is like the Facebook, and then
Hmm.
WazirX is like your Orkut, you know, where the Indian collectors are, the Indian market is. Foundation is where the big ball players are. Like these are big collectors across the world, not just India oriented, right?
Hmm.
So Foundation is the place where you can actually make a lot of money.
Okay.
Whereas WazirX and Indian collectors are only a limited collectors, and they also focus mostly on famous people. Like for example, a famous musician puts out an NFT, they'll all chase that, try to get it. But
Yeah.
for us, Foundation is a place of art where they would not see who Rohan is, who Sahil is. They look at
Okay.
the art, they'll hear it, they'll like it, they'll buy, because they're betting on you. And the
Okay.
biggest thing here is patience and consistency. The one thing wrong that people do in the NFT game is, as creators, is make one piece and wait for it to sell, right?
Yeah.
They'll be like, I'll put out another piece only if this sells. Or they'll put out something that they've been holding on to for years. And they're like, ye bana hua hai, I'll put this out. But that's
Hmm.
wrong. You need to create, you cannot create for a trend. That's what I believe in. So in
Okay.
the NFT space, there's always a trend. Be it music, be it art, there's a trend people make NFTs on. Like Pepe is happening. He was a meme, like a little frog, green kind of character. Now
Okay.
everyone's making Pepe's with music, Pepe's in the Last Supper. It's just Pepe's everywhere, and that's trend. People are biting off the trend, but it's only for a while, right? It
Yeah.
has to end. So this is my thing. I always tell an artist, a musician, do your thing. Just do you and keep doing it. Even if you're not selling right now, it's okay, bro. All these big musicians, artists, they only made it because they kept making songs. It
Yeah.
was never like they made one track, put it on YouTube, and they're like, oh, this song's gonna blow me up. No, they kept putting out tracks, right?
Of course.
So it's the same thing here. And people forget that, okay, you have to put money to put your NFT out. But
Exactly.
it also takes time.
I was getting to that. I think, it seems really simple, and this is something which I learned from you in terms of, okay, there is a certain gas fee that, that is involved. There is a certain cost that comes in. You can't just sit down and just, create a digital art, make some 15-second loop on it, and, chalo, main base deta usko. It's not as simple as that. What is the process of actually, chalo, just assume I've got a couple of tracks which I just don't want to put on my distribution list. I just want to sell it as an NFT, and whatever the amount is, I want to get that. How what does one need to do? What is the process, the actual process of putting it on the marketplace with the cost involved for an Indian consumer, for an Indian artist?
All right, bro. For example, if I take it as a painter puts his art in an art gallery. He pays an art gallery,
Yeah.
right? So his work is portrayed there. It's kept. It's stored. It's taken care of. So this network, most of the NFTs run on the Ethereum network. Most,
Okay.
right? So basically, the blockchain runs on Web3. Okay, people need to research a little so they get a clearer picture. Otherwise, you would take an hour or two to discuss everything that's happening.
In a small, in a one line, if you could just explain what Web3 is. I know a little bit about Web3. This is not really my domain, but Web 1 was basically where, where, for the people listening, Web 1 was basically where, when we were kids, we used to go to, wwe.com and cartoonnetwork.com, just look at a website,
Of
consume
course,
that
bro.
data. It was very one way kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Web 2 is basically where, I think Facebook and Twitter are perfect examples, where
Yes.
you can interact
True.
with each other. And Web 3 is, Sahil, if you could just tell us what exactly Web 3
Bro,
is.
so here we all work with a wallet, right? On
Yeah.
Facebook, you write your name, you write your password, you enter. Here,
Yeah.
everything's collected with your wallet,
Hmm.
right? Basically, you have a MetaMask wallet that connects you to every site. You don't have to write a username or password.
Hmm.
It has better connectivity, better marketing. Is the future. How we had to search, make 10 security searches. Now, just with your wallet ID, you can connect to every site which is there. So basically, it's simplifying things that are we thought were Facebook and other things. So it's
Yeah.
even more simplified, more faster. That's it. It's just making our lives easier.
All right.
That's what I
So
take it as.
Web 3 is basically where you can, be a part of that particular universe or that metaverse, as I say. You can interact with people on a sort of. Am I right? That's exactly
Bro,
what.
so basically Web3 is like efficient searching, bro, better marketing, more efficient web browsing. Your communication is more effective because people, it's a community, right?
Hmm.
And it's a human interaction.
Okay, like a digital version of a human interaction. Okay.
Exactly. So it's basically that.
All right. So yeah, coming back to the question, how does one, what's the cost involved in creating an NFT and putting it out there? What's the cost?
So, bro, there are a lot of platforms for NFTs, right? The Ethereum network takes a lot of money because, so basically, there's gas fee involved.
Hmm.
To make money, you always have to spend money, bro, right? And on the Ethereum network, every click is money, right? So basically, you have to make a wallet, which is your MetaMask, or you can get an external wallet. There's Wallet Connect, there are a lot of things. So this wallet is a wallet, right? Your
Hmm.
Binance is different. These are places where you trade. A
Yeah.
wallet is your ID, that's your password, that's your access to all these sites. All right. So you have to make a MetaMask wallet, and that's a place where you keep your ETH, right? To upload
Yeah.
stuff. So basically, you need a little money to upload things. And that uploading depends on the gas which is current,
Okay.
right? So the gas keeps changing. It's like your fees for your internet, your storage, your. So basically, if you upload something, is their server, is the gas, the internet, everything. So basically,
Okay.
that is gas.
Okay.
So how much the traction is right now, that's how the gas will be.
Okay.
If their project's getting minted on the Ethereum network, if there's a lot of traffic, the gas will be high. So there's a
Okay.
site called ENS Tracker where you can, gas tracker, where you can actually track the gas right now and see when the gas is low and when's the best time to upload things.
Okay.
You
So for
gotta be on your
example,
feet, bro, in this game.
for example, if I what's the amount that we're looking at? Someone like me, I just okay, chalo, मैं NFT banata hu. What do you think? Let me just look up that site. What are you saying? It's called Gas Tracker.
Yes.
So you're saying this will tell me what the current gas tracker cost would be
Yes,
for.
sir. So basically, it shows you in GUI. You have to convert it from your GUI to USD, to get to know abhi kitna gas, like how much gas is current at this moment right now.
Okay. So OpenSea says, my God, they've earned what? I don't even know. This is what 19,902.44 Ethereum. Shit. This is, yeah, 145 GUI is that's what
Yeah.
it says.
So
What
you
does that
you can
mean?
convert GUI to USDT, bro. So you'll get to know how much. It says
It's
190,
6 point.
right?
It's 145.
Yeah. So basically, that's the current gas fee right now.
It's $6.78.
Yeah. So basically, bro, it keeps fluctuating. You can find $2 gas fee right now to $400, you know, to three
Okay.
thousand dollars.
Okay. So you're saying for me to put something on on the network, on the blockchain, I would have to
Yeah.
pay a certain amount of money. That's what, $6,
Yes.
$7. It can go to a certain
It
limit. That's your
can
expense.
go. Yes. See, if the traffic is high, it can even reach $1,000, $2,000, bro. It can reach.
Okay.
So you have to know. Okay, I'll wait it out. I'll put it when the gas is low. There's
Okay.
times when the gas is not coming down because ETH is climbing up. Things are, the traffic is full on in the
Hmm.
network. So you
Hmm.
have to wait it out. So I would say, bro, there are a lot of sites which don't even have gas fee, right?
Okay.
There are a lot of these cross-chain platforms that are being built up right now, where it's Ethereum to this. You can, do everything with a very minimum gas fee. So
Okay.
this is what's happening in the future, bro. But Ethereum network is expensive.
Yeah.
It's the most amount of gas. So basically, $100 to $200 if you just invest to keep for an artist who has 4 or 5 tracks he wants to put on, right?
Hmm.
He should have at least $100 to $200, I would say, on a good day to upload all these 5, 6, 7 NFTs that they want to.
Okay.
And that I'm saying on Foundation because OpenSea it's cheaper to do, right?
Okay.
But Foundation is a site where you actually get an invite. So
Okay.
most people wanting to get on, I would suggest to get in the community building, get on Twitter. The first thing to get on Twitter, get into the NFT community. Look what people are doing. Follow people who are in the game. You know, these are the people who are actually building a community.
Yeah.
These are the people every day talking to everyone about their mental health, to artwork, what do they do, where do they come from, just to get to know people better. This is a real bloody community up in Twitter, bro, which I did not imagine. Like
Yeah.
after getting in the Twitter game, I stopped using Instagram. I stopped checking my messages. I'm not even on the gram anymore, bro. I don't like that scrolling has stopped. Now it's
Yeah,
just
no,
Twitter.
so same with me, man. I think I used to use Twitter to rant a lot. That was my
Hmm.
place where I used to vent out all my frustrations. But I think looking at you, looking at a couple of friends of mine, there is a good community. Another community I would believe is Discord. I've been
True.
trying to wrap my head around that as well. So for all the
True.
artists listening, all the DJs listening, so I know Twitter is not your game usually. Discord is not your game, but I would say go there, and I think it would not take you more than a couple of hours to know and identify where that particular community is. There are a lot of these Twitter, what do you call those things?
Spaces.
There's spaces, yes,
Spaces.
Twitter spaces, where there's a lot of, I mean, anytime I open Twitter, there's some NFT space happening.
True.
It gets a bit intimidating. That's the reason I wanted to get this very, 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 very beginner you know crash course on what this particularly is. But I mean, do your own research, understand what places you want to invest your money in. But for all the artists listening, I think, please reach out to Sahil, reach out to me. We can at least direct you towards, okay, go to that, go towards that community. But I think it's very
Of
important for you all
course.
to be a part of this particular community in terms of NFT. Another question I wanted to ask to you, bro, is I think I see a lot of people. I know a lot of artists who've, put their community, put their NFTs outside and all of those things. They've invested money. It seems really fancy saying, "Ki chalo, maine mera NFT bana diya." And I was one of those as well. Ki chalo, I'm one of the first people in Pune. Chalo, we've got something to do with an NFT going on right now.
True. True.
And
True.
that just went off in about 2-3 days. Nobody gave a shit about it. And even
Yeah.
I just lived my life along with it. But the real
Yeah.
game is actually identifying someone who can purchase it. A really good question to you, I would really like to ask is, how do you get people who eventually want to buy these NFTs or these tokens or this 15 second? For me, it's 15 seconds worth of music. It's a loop basically.
Yeah.
For you, it's obviously there's art, and I mean, it's a good plugin. Please check out the work done by Sahil. We'll definitely add in some links so you can actually understand what he's created. A very, very interesting interactive NFT that he had created, which he collaborated on. Do check that out. But to you, man, how do you find your people who would want to buy this?
Bro, so I believe in one thing. There's always home to your art, right?
Yeah.
Not right now, but there's someone who likes it. Like if I see art, I might not like something, but to someone else's eye, it's always beautiful. So
Hmm.
it's patience, bro. It's patience and keep tweeting about your work. You gotta sell your work, bro. Be it whatever. However, most people they don't. Shit doesn't
Yeah.
sell. They're waiting. It's been months. It's been months. It's been months. Just that one tweet at the right place, bro. It'll make it reach a guy who really wants it. So for people out there who want to sell the NFTs and they cannot, bro, Twitter is your game. You have an option to retweet. You can always tweet again. There are a lot of shilling. So shilling basically means selling yourself. Like, you're putting your artwork out to people. Ki, bro, ye dekh, this is my work. Check it out.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
do that, bro. You gotta sell your work. You are your own marketing head, right? If you've created something, be out there, bro. I sleep at 4 every morning, bro. I have like a couple of art which is out there. I'm till 2 3 I'm on spaces just hearing what people have to say, what their way is to sell art, you know because it's I can't say it's right for me, it'll be right for you, right?
Yeah.
Even prices, the prices we are selling our art at, it's still an experiment because this place is too new, you know it's too new. So I don't undersell myself. Plus, I try to keep selling till the time I see an email in the morning which says your piece got sold for 2 ETH or 1 ETH or whatever. You know.
Wow.
So I'm pushing it every day, bro, because I've spent a month or two to create something. So it's up to me to fight in the forefront to sell it. So
But
for anyone out there, don't lose hope. Just keep tweeting about it.
great. But just in terms of at least specifically the Indian market, you never know when shit can hit the fan. What do you think would be
Of
the
course.
challenges in this space? There's a lot of the government's part of the whole crypto scene, and where we're not earning a lot of money anyways, so we're really scared of where do we put our
Of
money.
course.
uh, what do you think would be the challenges in this particular space, because you never really know what can happen. So what do you think are the
Of course, bro.
challenges?
The biggest ones are taxes, bro. That's what I feel like. You're creating something, you're getting money out of it, right? The moment you cash that money out, how do you show it? Where do you show it? Yeah. These are the only challenges I see, bro,
Hmm.
right? People do freelance work, they get money, they're not on a tax pool, but they are working with it,
Yeah.
right? And I feel even if it's a bubble, people say NFTs are bubble, is a bubble, is this, bro, it's here to stay. They said the same thing about crypto years back, right? They said the same thing about the internet, bro. So even if it's a bubble, I want to make a lot of money from it and go, bro. Right? And I want
Totally
everyone
makes
to
sense.
do it. I want everyone to do it. See, this is once in a lifetime where this is happening, at least in my life span, where artists
Yeah.
are actually making money. So, bro, it's never too late. Try it
I
out.
think I think in terms of the money that we're talking, uh, what's the average amount of money, if you're good at it, if you're, I mean, you're doing all the hustle, you're spreading yourself out, you're doing your shilling, as you say.
Yes.
What do you think is a certain amount of money that one can put in and get back, to be realistic,
Bro,
just to be realistic?
people can put in like 20K in INR to put up two, three work, four works of theirs. And if they're about that, bro, if they even sell one and get money, reinvest into yourself to put more artwork, the more you have, the better you are putting yourself across. You know,
Hmm.
the more on your foundation, the more on your resume, the more NFTs you have, people know, bro, this guy's been making.
Yeah.
It's gonna take that one day where this one collector comes and he looks at all the work and he's like, shit, I love it. He'll buy everything, bro. You know, things have not been sold for months and they've been stacking up. Beeple, I don't know if so Beeple has been in the game for 12 years, bro. He's been consistently putting out work every day. It took him
Hmm.
that one moment where that 60 million plus bid happened, so it's consistency and patience, bro. Gotta keep putting on. See, there's no harm putting out work. If it sells, more the merrier, right?
Yeah, I think it's a very different kind of a way for an artist to, and instead of just buying those expensive shoes, I think 20K, 15K is something that one
Of
can invest.
course.
I think
True.
everyone's running behind those new Jordans and all of those things. I think this makes a lot of sense in terms of getting your music out. I think a lot of I'm not quite sure of the name, but I think a lot of websites have come in where they are basically they're specifically made for musicians, where you can,
Yeah.
it's like a NFT giveaway kind of not a giveaway, we could say marketplace.
Marketplace.
So do you think those things can make sense for someone who, I mean, who's just starting off? Do you think those?
Of course, bro. You can always experiment with things. for yourself, you also need to know where your market resides, right? Where are your collectors? If it's music based, are these places where real collectors stay? You know, because I speak from an artistic uh, scene where, as an artist, as a collector, are these Indian people collecting my art? Are these people
Mhm,
outside who resonate with what I do? Are these Indian people living in the States or living somewhere else who resonate with the Indian culture that I'm putting out in my artwork? Is the same with music, you know.
mhm.
So you have to experiment, put some samples here and there, try to just collab with an artist you like their artwork on, man. Just research, look for Indian NFT artists who are coming up, who are on that grind, just collaborate with them, hit them up on Twitter ki, hey bro, love your piece, I'll, you know collaborate, let's make music for you. And how things happen, if he sells it, just start. There's no harm starting.
I think that's how
Like,
even we got in touch. I think that's how even it worked out for us as well, and it's worked out really really well. I think Sahil, overall, it's been a great understanding of what NFTs are. There's a lot of, I think a lot of the people I know don't even know about what this is. Anytime I
of
tell someone that
course.
chalo mera NFT big gaya hai, even for my family members, I was so excited mera NFT big gaya hai, no reaction, ki okay ha whatever great,
Yeah,
kya
I
hai
feel
beta
you,
wo.
bro. I
so
feel you.
so I have to explain that I have to explain to them in rupees कि इतने में ये चीज बिका है, and that's when
uh,
okay, ah, wow, very good stuff.
True.
So I think for all the guys listening, you can always reach out to Sahil, you can always reach out to me.
Always.
uh, Sahil, if you can just send in the link of your Kedar NFT that
Sure
you're
thing,
working on,
bro.
and please reach out to Sahil on Twitter. We'll obviously add in his Twitter. We'll add in my Twitter, our Discord as well. If you'll have any questions, Sahil's a phone call away. We can do this once again. We can do this at least once a month, where you can answer
Sure
these
thing.
questions, because I think people are not really getting a lot of knowledge about this. I mean, for me as
True.
well, there's been so much of information. You don't really know what to consume, when to consume. So I think it's a good beginner way for you guys to understand. NFT is basically a non fungible token, a token which cannot be. You say it's something which cannot be exchanged. For example, I
It
believe.
can be exchanged. You can always sell it, and
Okay.
it's a digitized token that you own, which has a blueprint, which is registered on the blockchain that you own. Right? No
Okay.
one can copy it. No one can right click save and say it's mine, because you
Yeah.
own it. It's on your wallet. It is there. The footprints
It's
are
like,
there.
yeah, it's like basically buying like a limited edition signed guitar from
Exactly.
Slash. I think
Yeah,
that's
and
what it would mean.
knowing that it's actually from Slash,
Yeah.
you know, no one can fake it, right?
Yeah.
So, and bro, this is the first time we're talking about this. I think after this, people will do a little bit of their research,
Research. Yeah, man.
a little fire that'll spark the scene.
Yeah. So for all of you guys who are not aware of this, you all can always reach out to me on Instagram. I can send you. So for your cryptocurrencies, I use WazirX. It's the most easiest for me. I use the other ones as well, but we can obviously get there later. But I can send you
Yes,
a couple of
indeed.
links. With MetaMask, you can obviously create a wallet. Doesn't cost you anything to create a wallet. So all of these things, please start doing it. Start researching. Go to YouTube.
Yes,
Look at people talking about this. But this is just kind of giving an Indian perspective, a very local perspective of how this is happening, and it's between two people who've already sold it. So I think that's the only reason
exactly.
I wanted to get Sahil on board. Thank you so much, Sahil. You've
Anytime,
obviously
my
been a
bro.
brother, and we should definitely be
Always,
working
bro.
soon. If you guys want to get
Yes,
in
sir.
touch with Sahil, get in touch with him on Twitter. He's huge on Twitter with the NFT and the crypto space. Get in touch with us on Instagram, and please reach out to me for any questions. And Sahil will do a quick Facebook or an Instagram live, I think probably next week, so
Anytime,
people
bro.
can obviously
Anytime.
get those answered one on one. All right,
Yes.
man. Thank you so much, Sahil. This was amazing,
No
and we should
problem,
do
bro.
this again.
Anytime. Done scene, brother.
Cheers,
Take
bro.
care.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Bye.